Hey guys, Cesar here from Bricks and Diecasts. Today I'll be showcasing Maximum Overdrive 8. Now before I hear you guys saying, where's Maximum Overdrive 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7? And also didn't you make Supercharge? Yes, I made Supercharge and Maximum Overdrive 2 to 7. I scrapped it for parts when I needed the parts for the Redline Trans amp. You can see the tutorial in my channel. Yeah. Nothing else to say about this vehicle apart from it being a pullback. I will show the tutorial on this as well. So let's get started. But before we get started, I want to point out that you can build this car in two ways. You can build it in halves, or you can build it completely like a normal speed champion or car. Yeah, like that. You can just build it in two halves like this. The car can be built in two halves like this, or you can just build it exactly like one way. Also, this car only uses 4 colors. Technically 5 if we count the light blue windscreen, but the 4 colors that are mainly used for the car is yellow, black, dark bluish gray, and light bluish gray. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so here are all the parts that you will need. And before I continue, I will just briefly showcase Speedlight here. Now, Speedlight here, it actually is a bit different. This is a road version of it. This one doesn't have any of the race details or the white stripes and all of that. The rear spoiler is also different. Mainly just changed this since I liked it to look more plain. But yeah, just a simple minor changes, as well as the glass. I just ripped those off now. So here are all the parts. You can clearly see that the most amount of parts goes to black and the least goes to light gray. And yeah, if I had to say the most amount of parts would go to black, then dark bluish gray, then yellow, then light bluish gray. Okay, let's get rolling. So first off, we will take our pullback motor and two 2x4 plates. You can use a 4x4 plate for this. I don't have one available right now. Also note, the pullback motor may not be very available or immediately available in some areas. So here's a 2x3 plate. Try another one. This will go on the bottom. Next up, we will go build the interior section. We'll go add this 1x2 cheese slope, light bluish gray. We'll go down here. You must remove this first. That. Then this 2x1 brick here. It has some edges on it. Mainly just use this for radiators and everything else. Then another 2x3 plate. This one goes here on the top. So we will build the body, starting with these 1x4 bricks. Then we will add that steering column, or the steering wheel I should say. And then these 1x1 bricks here on the corners, right there. And then we will add a 1x4 plate. You already can clearly see which colors are which. Next up, 4 brackets, 4 2x2 brackets added here. Next up, these 1x2 brackets on the bottom. These brackets, along with this 1x4 one, makes the front pretty rigid, and it does not break apart as easily as the other versions did in the past. This is mainly used on Maximum Overdrive 2 until I decided to remove it because of the functional steering. Now these 1x2 bricks. Also there is a 1x2 brick here underneath. Then the black 1x2 slope right there, and now the windscreen piece. Then these L-shaped plates. You can also use L-shaped bricks for this section right here, the ones with the 1x2 bricks. I did not have them in yellow, and I just like to keep it in like this style. So here is the roof, a 2x4 yellow tile, and then a 1x4 tile here. There we go. So that is the body of the car done. My sister's going outside, laying down. Okay, and then let's get started with the front of the car. We will take these 2x4 plates. Here's the second one in yellow. We'll stack these two together. There you go. And then these 2x2 yellow slopes here in the front. And then a black 2x2 brick, followed by a yellow 2x2 brick, and then this 2x4 with pins attached to it. Then we will take these tiles here, these dark bluish gray tiles. These will go here on the front. These are 1x2 tiles, and then another brick. Then we can make the front wing. Mom, thank you. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Just got myself a cup of, or a glass of Coca-Cola, refreshing. So now here's a 2x6 plate. This will go here in the front. Next up, these 1x2 slopes. These are basically cheese slopes. They call them cheese grill slopes or something. The ones that are like these. Then I call the other ones just normal cheese slopes. Then we will need one of the two 1x2 cheese slopes in dark bluish gray, and then two 1x2 normal slopes, and this brick here, 1x2 brick here in the middle, and the final 1x4 dark black tile. So there you go, that's the whole body of the car. So now we can move on here to the, not the whole body, I should say the main cabin, and then the entire front section. Then we will go on and add the top parts. This is the supercharger piece. I don't know what it's called, but I just call it supercharger piece. Probably a big air intake. Then we're going to need a 1x2 plate right here, and a tile, a 1x2 tile. Then we're going to make the structure for the curb part, which acts as a bigger intake to flow the air in. We're gonna take two 1x2 plates, and then this jumper plate here. I mainly just use the jumper plate here for rigidity to support the entire thing on the round, on the stud in the middle, or that part right there. This is a 2x2 tile slope, and then this structure will go right here on the top. So there you go, there's that part done. Next, we will move on to the rear wing. I had a little bit of trouble here last time, could not identify much of the areas. So let's start. We're going to take one of the brackets, and we're going to take our hinge brick. It should face like this, and like that. Then we'll add this 1x2 with handlebars, acting as the rear exhaust. This car has two exhausts. It has both rear and side exhausts. Hello, Leia. And we're gonna take another bracket. The brackets I use are both facing down and facing up. These ones are facing up right now. Next up, we will take another tile slope, another 2x2 one, and we will take one of these dark bluish gray plates. Before we do that, we will also add this light gray plate on the front. Remember how I made this? I had a bit of trouble identifying last time. Next up, we're gonna take our 1x6 plate and a 2x6 plate and another 1x6 plate. This will form the rear wing. So we will then use these tiles here, these 1x2 black tiles, and this 1x6 tile on the top, and then these 1x4 yellow tiles, and these are the final tiles for the yellow side, not the final yellow part since there's still those. Next, we will need this, our 1x2 tile here in the bottom, light bluish gray, and then another one of these 1x2 plates. Then we'll make a little bit of tiny support. We'll take the final one of these, and then one of the black 1x2s, and add the final dark bluish gray slope, cheese slope. There you go. And let's build the section in the bottom. We will need the final 1x2 dark bluish gray tile, and then two 1x1 Technic bricks. You can use a 2x1 Technic brick with two holes. I just could not find one in the massive mess of Lego junk in that Lego box I have. And then we're gonna take the final cheese slope, the final light bluish cheese slope, and this piece right here, which is a light bluish gray door rail 1x2, and then the final 1x2 plate of dark bluish gray. So there you go, that's the rear wing. That's all the parts from the dark and light bluish gray used. Now we will move on to the sides. We will take these black 1x4 wedge slopes, or wedge plates, not slopes, and add them here. Then we will add our yellow 1x2 plates, sides, and then these 1x2 slope, 1x2 plates, and then the final black tiles here, 1x2 tiles. Then we'll add the final bricks, the final yellow pieces, these inverted 1x2 slopes as the side exhaust, and we will then add these 2x3 slopes, right, or these 1x3 slopes, sorry, these are smooth slopes instead of the brick slopes. And then finally we will add our cheese slopes, our 1x1 cheese slopes. They're added here, and there, and then the final two are added here on those last few studs on the 1x4 wedge plates. And there we go, that's the whole car complete. Now we can just add the wheels, and then the rear axle. This is a 1x6 axle. This is a 6 stud long axle. You can measure it simply by the front wing or by this 2x6 plate. You can clearly see it's the same length. So then we will take these wheels. These wheels have those tiny triangle pieces sticking out. I want them to be lined up with each wheel. So there we go. And then do the same for the other side. And there we go. Maximum Overdrive 8 is completed. Now, Maximum Overdrive 8, it is different from the first versions. It actually sort of looks like a bunny, except without the big ears. Sort of a combination of a bunny and a lion from the front. But it certainly still got that speed from its predecessors. I personally really like this design. I remembered it last time when I had a Trans Am and I was like watching videos on how to build cars and stuff. Yeah, this guy just came back to my head. So it's got a front wing that looks sort of like a bash bar, some side pods, Formula 1 style side pods, and side exhaust. Not real Formula 1 style, but hey, it's side pods, that's what matters. Then top Fuel Dragster intake here. This is sort of similar to the Mad Max V8 intake on the V8 Interceptor, and then the big flat rear wing. This is kind of a combination of all Maximum Overdrive variants, from Maximum Overdrive 1 to Maximum Overdrive 7. So yeah guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope to see you in another video, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.